EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the New York Giants. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles.
Here we go. 60 or. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Saquon Barkley. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a Giant first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play out.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley. 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the gun. Goff. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A first down carry for Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Rosas now to add the PAT. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again is gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Give me some. Here we go.
To the air again. Goff. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Barkley, and he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing Jones, and took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down. 70, Indy. Right there. Bang it. Check. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
On first down, Barkley. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Now Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw, Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun, here's Goff. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Woods, the intended receiver. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Jones. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jones now throwing on 4th down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Barkley, toss play left. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. 2nd and 13. This is Shepard on the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Rams' 6-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5.
We go.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at New Era Field in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready? 52. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29.
A gain of only a yard.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. They don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Rivers now trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be third down. To throw, it's Allen. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Going for it on fourth down. Allen buying time to his left. Looking here for Smith downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Strong left. Strong left.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They are happy to have Hunter Henry back after missing more than a month of the season. And when he came back, made his presence felt in the Sunday nighter week 6, albeit in a losing effort. But he had 8 catches, 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Gordon happy to be back in the fold after reporting to the Chargers on September 26. You know, the fan base is happy to have Melvin Gordon back as well. Week 5, his first game back, 12 carries, 31 yards. And he certainly figures to be the bell cow in that backfield for the Chargers going forward. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to go deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rivers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
180! Round 80! Switch!
Rivers on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's third down. From the gun, it's Allen, and the grab by Croft. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. They're going to try and throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's go. Pick it up, G.
The first down throw here for Rivers. And caught by Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Phillip Rivers, as the first half is winding down. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
180. Easy, easy.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Rivers on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers, and this is incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Ricky.
They'll try and throw for it here. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
No. Off. Check three. He's coming. Alpha! We got double up.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 34 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen. And his pass incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Allen going to throw. And that's complete to Croft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 31, check 31.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Allen throwing complete to Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Bang, 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 bang.
Now Allen again. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Allen hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they get the football. They'll set up.